Welcome to Storytime with Hams, where imagination comes to life. Join us on magical adventures, thrilling tales, and heartwarming stories that will captivate children and adults alike. Whether it's a journey through enchanted lands or a simple story with a meaningful lesson, every tale is crafted to inspire, entertain, and spark creativity. So grab a cozy spot and let's dive into today's story together.
Max the Magical Mouse's journey to the land of magic. Once upon a time, in a small cozy house, lived a curious little mouse named Max. But Max was no ordinary mouse. He loved magic. While other mice spent their days looking for cheese, Max spent his time reading magical books that he found in the attic of the house he lived in. He had big dreams of becoming a great wizard someday. One day, as Max the old book, he found a map. The title read, "The Land of Magic." Max's tiny heart raced with excitement. According to the map, there was a hidden portal that would take him to this magical land. It was located deep in the Enchanted Forest, a place he had heard stories about but never did. "This is my chance to become a real wizard," Max said to himself, determination gleaming in his eyes. Without wasting another minute, he packed his little bag with some snacks, his favorite wand, a twig he found that looked magical, and the magical map. The journey begins. Max set off on his journey early in the morning, just as the first light of the sun peeked over the hills. The Enchanted Forest was far, and he had to be brave. Along the way, he met many creatures. There was Oliver the wise owl, who offered Max advice. "The path to magic is not just about spells, young mouse," said Oliver. "It's about courage and kindness." Max nodded, determined to prove he had both. After a long day of traveling, Max finally reached the Enchanted Forest. It was just as mysterious and beautiful as he imagined. The trees were taller than he had ever seen. Their leaves shimmered with gold, and the air was filled with the sound of magical whispers. Max followed the map carefully, searching for the portal. After what seemed like hours, Max saw it, a glowing, swirling light between two ancient trees. The portal to the land of magic. His heart pounded with excitement. With a deep breath, Max stepped into the glowing light. The land of magic. When Max opened his eyes, he couldn't believe what he saw. He was in the land of magic. There were floating islands, rivers made of sparkling rainbow water, and everywhere he looked, magical creatures were flying, running, and dancing. A kind fairy named Luna fluttered down from the sky to greet him. "Welcome, Max. We've been expecting you," she said with a smile. Max was amazed. "You know my name?" he asked, his tiny whiskers twitching in surprise. "Of course," Luna laughed. "In the land of magic, all creatures with a good heart are known to us." Luna took Max on a tour of the magical land. They visited the Tower of Spells, where Max learned his first real magic spell, how to make flowers bloom with a flick of his tail. They also visited the Potion Pond, where magical frogs made potions that could do all sorts of wonderful things, like make someone invisible or give them the ability to fly. Max was having the time of his life, but he knew that to become a real wizard, he had to pass a special test. That evening, Luna told Max it was time for his test. "You must go to the Crystal Cavern and retrieve the Crystal of Kindness," she explained. "Only those who understand the true power of magic can find it." Max felt nervous but also excited. "I can do this," he said to himself. Luna gave him a small glowing stone to guide him through the dark parts of the cave. Max entered the Crystal Cavern, his tiny paws trembling as he walked through the dark, twisting tunnels. It wasn't long before he found himself facing a deep chasm. Across the chasm, he could see the Crystal of Kindness glowing softly. But how could he get to it? Just then he heard a voice. Help! Help! It was a small, frightened rabbit stuck on a ledge below. Max had to make a choice. Find a way to get the crystal, or he could help the rabbit. Max didn't think twice. He used his magic wand to lower a rope and pulled the rabbit to safety. Thank you, the rabbit squeaked. I thought I'd be stuck forever. As soon as Max helped the rabbit, something amazing happened. The chasm disappeared, and a rainbow bridge formed in its place. Max understood. Helping the rabbit was part of the test. He crossed the rainbow bridge and gently picked up the crystal of kindness. It sparkled in his hands, warm and comforting. He realized that true magic wasn't just about spells or power. It was about kindness and helping others. The wizard mouse Max returned to Luna, holding the crystal proudly. You have passed the test, Max, she said with a proud smile. You understand the most important lesson of all. Magic is strongest when it comes from the heart. Luna tapped Max's tiny head with her wand, and a soft glow surrounded him. From this day on, you are Max, the wizard mouse. Max beamed with pride. He had achieved his dream. He stayed in the land of magic for many more days, learning new spells and making new friends. But eventually it was time to return home. Before he left, Luna gave Max a special gift, a tiny pouch filled with magical dust. Use this wisely and remember, magic is not just about what you can do, but how you make others feel. Max returned to his little house, happy and full of magical knowledge. Every now and then, he would sprinkle a little bit of magical dust to help those in need. Always remembering that the greatest magic of all was kindness. Thank you for joining us on another exciting adventure here at Storytime with Hams. We hope today's story sparked your imagination and filled your heart with wonder. Remember, the magic of storytelling never ends, so be sure to come back for more enchanting tales. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and always believe in the power of a good story. See you soon.